Comment below, Al. 8 years ago today, Al Davis passed away. And I put this tweet out, I put a bunch of things out on social media, and I was amazed on the amount of people that could literally remember where they were, what they were doing when Al Davis passed away. So everyone who's watching the Raiders Report right now, I want you to comment Al. You're going to get a lot. I'm going to give you some people some shout-outs here. And because Al Davis passed away 8 years ago today, and because he is the GOAT, if you want to comment, just win, baby, at any point during this entire video, believe me, it's all good. Now, awesome sponsor, Raider Nation Store. They're going to hook everyone up with 20% off. So if you go to www.RaiderNationStore.net, we got a special Raiders Al t-shirt. You can kind of see it there. Use code WIN20 for 20% off. Again, let's get some Just Win babies, and let's get some Als in the comments section. Al, you are missed. Once a Raider, always a Raider. See some Als in the comments section. So, the way that you're going to be able to get this t-shirt, okay, I'm also going to give one away for free, is if you DM me a screenshot that you subscribe on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. So you want a free shirt? DM me on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365 that you subscribe to the Raiders Report. I got a fun show on tap today. We're going to open up some news. We're going to open up some rumors. We're going to break open these bad boys. So if you're looking for a Chucky Head episode, guess what? You're in luck. We're going to be doing some Chucky Heads here in a very, very short time. But make sure you guys are commenting below Al in the comments section, because Al Davis, my man, not around. Also, now we're going to get into a short intro here from my man, Nicky Bonds. NFL singled out Vontaze Burfict. How many Chucky Heads is this? And also, shout out to my man Nicky. Go check him out on Spotify and Apple Music. This one is for Chucky Heads. Believe it, baby. The NFL is straight up singling out Vontaze Burfict, I believe. So I was still hoping that I would get an update on whether or not Vontaze is going to get suspended for the entire season, because the appeal process, actually, if you're watching this live on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it's going on as we speak. So I was hoping I'd be able to give you a little bit more info. But Vontaze agent LAMONT Smith talked to NFL.com, and he straight up said that he believes his client is being singled out. So he was informed. You guys know, right? I already have said multiple times that I think Vontaze actually should be suspended, but I don't think that he should have been suspended for the entire season. And I think that the NFL right now is kind of just going after Vontaze because of his past, which, sure. But then this came out. He was informed of his helmet-to-helmet hit against Nyheim Hines in Week 4 also, and that they're going to put that into account. I feel like what happened was like they were like, how could we possibly put another thing on this guy so he'd get suspended for even longer? So this is what Jon Runyan had to say about Burfict's suspension. Following each of your previous rule violations, you were warned by me and each of the jointly appointed appeal officers that future violations would result in escalated accountability measures. However, you have continued to flagrantly abuse rules designated to protect yourself and your opponents from unnecessary risk. Then this was the last thing that he said. Your extensive history of rules violations is factored into this decision regarding accountability measures. So this is basically Jon Runyan trying to explain himself on why that Vontaze Burfict has been suspended for the entire season. I'm hoping, though, really hoping that Vontaze does not get suspended for the entire season, because the defense is a lot better with him out there. Now, if you were watching the show earlier on, I talked a little bit about an Al Davis t-shirt. I'm going to be doing an Al Davis shirt giveaway thanks to Raider Nation Store. All you got to do to enter to qualify is DM me a screenshot that you subscribe to the Raiders Report. And if you're like, wait, I don't subscribe yet? Well, now's your chance to do it. Subscribe, youtube.com/Raiders Report, and then DM me a screenshot that you subscribe at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, let's get into some better rumors here. Zay Jones, is he going to be good for the Oakland Raiders? I wish I could give this one 4 Chucky Heads, guys. I really do. However, I'm going to give it 2 Chucky Heads, and people are talking. I think when you look at Zay Jones, he's actually a pretty good fit for what the Raiders want to do. The Raiders right now aren't trying to stretch the ball down the field. That's a fact. But Zay Jones, I think, is a talented player who just never really materialized, and sometimes we find these wide receivers who, they don't live up to their hype, 37th overall. But injuries right now are really impacting the Raiders, and Jones at this point just adds depth. So I also really like the timing of this trade. So last night, Monday night, I'm sitting there in the gym. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should go live because people are like, who the heck is Zay Jones? Well, I was like, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow on the Raiders Report. But I like the timing of this trade because right now the Raiders are on a bye. So Zay Jones has 13 days. 13 days to do his best to learn the offense. And one thing that I love about John today in his when he was talking to the media, he's like, I got 13 days. I know I'm off today, but all I want to do today is get Zay Jones running. So this is what Zay Jones did last season in Buffalo. 56 catches, 652 yards, 7 touchdowns. And I think the most impressive thing about Zay Jones, I don't know if you guys have seen it, the dude can kind of levitate. If you get a chance, go look it up. It's pretty interesting, right? You got to be at least pretty athletic to do that. So Zay Jones traded the Raiders. I'm thinking this one, is going to be, I'm hoping it's good, but until I actually see it materialize on the field, I'm going to leave it at 2 Chucky heads. People are talking. The next rumor, did Mike Mayock want Zay Jones? Was he the reason, okay? Was he the reason that they went out and got him? I'm going to give this one 3 Chucky heads, and I think it's pretty likely. Mike Mayock, as you all know, used to be an NFL analyst. He used to be an NFL analyst, and one of the players that he talked highly about was Zay Jones. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Mike Mayock actually had Zay Jones ranked higher than Juju Smith-Schuster of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cooper Kupp. Now, Cooper Kupp, I'm a fan of, and Juju, I would actually argue, is a top 10, top 15 wide receiver right now in the NFL, so he got that one wrong. And when he broke down his top wide receivers in the 2017 class, Zay Jones was number 4. I think one of the reasons why he really, really liked Zay Jones was his ability to get open. Now, Zay played at East Carolina, and he set the single-season record with 158 receptions. That is the NCAA record. And you want to talk about some crazy career stats? Look at these stats that he put up at ECU. Plus, he was a Raider. I mean, 2015, 2016. Those are insane, insane numbers. Now, Zay Jones, to me, is going to be that player who's going to be able to run underneath routes. He's going to run, I think, correct routes. And if we can just get him amplified up with this offense in 13 days, I'm really excited about that. So now this is what Mike Mayock had to say about Zay Jones back before the 2017 draft. I thought along with Hassan Reddick, he handled the process better than anybody in college football. He's got hands and toughness. People thought he couldn't run because most of his offense was underneath. I'll tell you right now. Okay? I'll tell you right now. He ran away from people at the Senior Bowl. He went from a 3rd or 4th round selection to a high 2nd round because he trusted the process. That last few words, trusted the process. That is very, very important. Why is it important? Because what did the Raiders do this entire draft? They went out and they got players that they believe trusted the process. So the fact that Zay Jones now is on this team, I think that's going to be able to help this Raiders offense move a little the football down the field and ultimately just add depth. So the Raiders had a huge win in London. I don't know about you. I still can't talk because of it. I was screaming here, and also the fact that the Cowboys lost in Dallas. I mean, come on. I went out and celebrated. So I want you guys to predict the Raiders' record. Predict the Raiders' record. We're sitting at 3-2 right now going into the bye, and if the playoffs started right now, yo, we're in. We're in the playoffs. So I want you guys to predict the Raiders' record right now. And if you think that the Raiders are going to make the playoffs, you need to go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet, the internet's #1 booking site. Wait, betting site. Okay? BetDSI has hooked us up with this amazing offer, and I want you guys to get on board. Raiders 120 for 120% deposit bonus. If you put down $50, you'll get $60 for free. If you put down $100, get $120 for free. Right now, the Raiders are only 1 game behind the Chiefs. The NFL is a crazy place. The Raiders whooped the Colts. The Colts kind of whooped the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, not 100% healthy. You want kind of a risky bet right now? Go to BetDSI. Put money down on the Raiders winning the AFC West. Because if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt and the Raiders play the way they did against the Bears in London, y'all are going to be making some money. Plus, if you go to BetDSI, I get you a shirt from Raider Nation store. More rumors. Let's get into it. Raiders not trading for Stefon Diggs. This one is for Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. And I'm not even trying to I don't know, make you guys wait to see the answer. I am always blown away by how many articles that I always see written. I'm pretty confident because of stuff that I do on this show. Raiders just traded for Zay Jones. But what happened? Trent Brown tweeted at Stefon Diggs. And when that happened, Raider Nation blew up. Absolutely blew up on fire. Now, why do I think it's for Chucky heads that it's not going to happen? Because there's been no indication whatsoever that the Vikings want to trade Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, after Sunday's game, literally said, no, I'm good. I want to be in Minnesota. Sure, the usage isn't there, but they're winning football games. But I love the internet, and I love Raider Nation, and I understand there's a lot of people out there, hey, I got to make content too. But when this tweet happened from Trent Brown, Stefon Diggs, come be a Raider fam. We'll get you the rock. I also tweeted out, Stefon, man, you need a BART ticket? You need some coupons or whatever to go to Christie's? I would love to, have Stefon Diggs on the Raiders, but I also don't really want to give up a first-round pick for Diggs because there's already a lot of talent in next year's draft. Plus, we just proved that we could beat a Bears team without our number one wide receiver. So, let me see. This is what it would look like, though. Okay, we're going to have some fun. If Stefon Diggs was an Oakland Raider. It looks good, right? It helps our offense out. Derek Carr gets Tyrell Williams, Stefon Diggs, who I would argue actually might be one of the best 1-2 combos in the league. But Tyrell's banged up. J.J. Nelson's banged up. Dwayne Harris is out. We just let go of Marcel Aitman now to make some room for Zay Jones. It's a very thin wide receiver depth chart. With Stefon Diggs, it does look a little bit nicer. But, hey, I personally do not think it's going to happen. Now, if you liked the new intro music, it's from my man, Nicky Bonds. Go check him out on Spotify, Apple Music. It's called Latency. He is a big Raiders fan. It's why he made the song, and it's why he put the lyrics that you guys heard in the intro video around the Oakland Raiders, right? So, autumn win. Hey, I'm about it. If you guys like Nicky Bonds, if you like the intro music, I would appreciate it. Go hit him up. He's same thing on IG, he's Twitter. He's always at Nicky Bonds. Spotify, Apple Music. Nicky, appreciate you, man. All right, let's get back into some of these rumors. Should the Raiders give up a first rounder for A.J. Green? First rounder for A.J. Green? Some of you might be saying, yeah, they should. I'm going to say tuck rule, tuck that. I don't want to give up a first rounder for A.J. Green. Now, if you could tell me I could get something, I don't know, we could get A.J. for a little cheaper, then I would think about it. My biggest thing is, though, the Raiders have 2 first-round picks. We just got Zay Jones. And A.J. right now is in his final year of his 4-year, $60 million contract. And if you could guarantee me that he's going to play 12, 13, 14 games next year, maybe I would do it. Maybe. But my biggest concern with A.J. Green is he's just not healthy anymore. And at age 31, I don't know if I want to invest in a wide receiver who I can't really guarantee is really going to be able to give me that many games. And then also, we just beat a Bears team without our number one wide receiver. So I like the fact that we went out and got a Zay Jones. And sure, this depth chart, you guys are going to see it, and it's beautiful. Because A.J. Green is a player who I do love. He is a very talented player. But it does not make sense, I think, at this point for the Oakland Raiders to go out and get A.J. Green and use that first rounder. I'm going to continue to trust what John and Mike Mayock are going to do, considering the fact that the Raiders are winning football games right now without Cleveland Ferrell, without Jonathan Abram. 2 first-round picks. If you get those 2 players back, fully healthy, plus 2 more first-round picks and a draft in Vegas, that's one of the reasons why I do not want A.J. Green. So, rumors galore around A.J. Green and Stefon Diggs, and I appreciate it. But I also appreciate the relationship that we've been able to build over this entire year stretch. So what would be, or who would be, the better wide receiver for the Oakland Raiders? I want you to type G for Green or type D for Stefon Diggs. Who would be the better wide receiver for the Raiders? Not who is the better wide receiver. G for Green or D for Diggs. The last rumor is Arden Key out several weeks. So Ian Rappaport tweeted out yesterday, or I shouldn't say yesterday, about 2 hours ago that he's going to be out several weeks. This one's actually only 3 Chucky heads. Pretty likely. It's not 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. The reason why it's 3 Chucky heads is because John Gruden then came out and said that he only expects him to miss 1, possibly 2 games. So when I think of several weeks, I literally think of 3, 4, 5 weeks, all right? So he suffered a strained patellar tendon during the game in London. And he's going to miss week 5. He's obviously going to be out this bye week, and then he's questionable for week 7 against the Packers. We'll see what happens. Now, the Raiders are working out some edge players today, so we'll be able to figure out maybe if they go out and sign another player. I mean, we did just add Nevin Lawson. We went out and traded for Zay Jones because we went out and traded for Zay Jones. Marcel Aitman, he got waived. Best of luck to you, Marcel. But Arden Key, the only thing that this means to me is that Max Crosby and that Benson Mayowa are going to get more playing time. And between you and me, they deserve a lot more playing time because Arden Key has 1 sack in his entire career, and he just simply needs to get better. Now, we need to get to 30K subscribers, currently at 27,680. Once I get to 30K subscribers, I've been told by my bosses here that we can do the Edwards 40-hand challenge. I can give out some more giveaways. I got a sick Raiders patch, the Raiders 60 patch that I want to give away, a Raiders chain, but we have to get to 30K subscribers, currently at 27,680. So, Stacy, Johnny, Riley, DJ, Steve, I appreciate that you guys are loyal watchers, that you like my videos, comment on my videos, take youtube.com/Raiders Report and send it to all your friends. Oh, as I'm choking up on my words here. Also, we got some top Facebook fans. I'm very humbly able to say that the Raiders channel here, Raiders Report, is #1 most watched show on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you're not already liked on Facebook, facebook.com/JustWinBabyRaiders. Monica, looking good. Anthony, my dude. Alex, Daniel, Ricardo. Appreciate y'all. The way that you become a top Facebook fan is like, share, comment on the vids. Instagram. People who just recently followed me, I appreciate you. Essie, M-Top, K, somebody with an eyeball for a picture, and then Nell Raider _13. Hit me up on IG if I miss any of your questions. I know we're doing a lot of stuff on this show, so I appreciate everyone who already follows me. And make sure you guys subscribe at youtube.com/Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.